No, but really, you know the underwear that I'm wearing right now? I actually couldn't fit into these until quite recently.
Oh, that's nice.
Now you're flaunting them off.
Did you stretch them out?
Yeah. All you gotta do is...
Is that filming?
Yeah.
Oh!
I missed all of that.
He just high-fived my dick. Like, right on the end. Like, right on the bell end.
Now you know how I fucking feel.
Jesus. I liked it.
Hi, I'm John Waters, and this is The Creep.
All around, screams and cries echo out from the forest path during your travels. All around, screams and cries echo out from the forest path during your travels in the afternoon and early evening. Agitated and scared wildlife run across the roads and clearings as you pass them. Some of them pausing for a very brief moment of peace as your temporary gifts of silence swallow them for a brief second.
Shut the fuck up.
Silence!
Sounded like a sphincter.
Yeah, maybe you should take a fucking key from that silence you got in your head. Some of the more intelligent animals have realized you may be the source and have tried to keep pace running down the road after your cart. However, they can't keep up that easily, except some of the flying ones.
Oh, we have a radius of silence on it.
Yes, it's 20 foot radius. So like the animals you pass through on the side of the road, they're all just like clutching.
So everything that's living is like, holy fuck.
Yeah, everything that's living is just being affected by these waves of just annoying telepathy. And then when the cart goes past, they're just like, ah! Oh. And then it stop. You pass through, and it's almost like in slow motion. They're just like get this moment of peace before agony again.
Before agony again.
I found that very funny. I'm a sadist. After a short while, the sun starts to set, and the cries and unrest seem to die off. The animals start to slow down and stop trailing you as much.
Vadok puts out water and food for the animals.
While you're traveling high speed, and
You're like throwing shit out the window. I'm helping.
He's just like
Just emptying your fucking water out the window.
Like, trying to hit like a kangaroo.
I'm feeding you.
Take your fucking food. Take your
So yeah,
I'm trying to be good.
You see the animals starting to stop and act a bit more normally, so you kind of slow down. You come into this kind of clearing. There's a bit of ruins and rubble everywhere. You suspect that due to the forest not literally screaming anymore, that something may have stopped, be the telepathy for now. So it could be like a business hours kind of deal, you suspect.
So it stopped. It's not like it got less, like it didn't get better because we were getting closer to the place.
No, it just stopped when it hit like sunset.
Okay.
So like when the darkness set in, yeah, it's gone.
The animals seem to be okay now. That's good.
poor little animals.
Like you give a shit.
How far away are we from Jimmy's?
So right now, you actually don't have a map, but you're heading up the mountain trail. We'll put the map up. You're kind of like, I don't know what side it is, but it's kind of the base of the mountain at this point. So you're in like dense forest with a path going up the mountain. You can see further up in like way in the distance because it's you can see the scale of this thing. Is
School?
No, just the mountains at the moment. So you're kind of the entryway into the Anvil Mountains.
Oh, we're in the Anvil Mountains.
Yeah, so you're starting to head into the Anvil Mountains.
The Anvil Mountains.
On the thing, you're at the southern entrance at the moment, one of the southern entrances, and when you're looking up this mountain path, everywhere is like just very high trees, and then it starts to kind of peter off and get a bit thinner, and then you can see like snow-capped peaks up there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, you've kind of come into this clearing. There's a small area of ruined buildings and rubble, which at first glance appear to be abandoned. And the area seems fairly tranquil. Like nothing's really like running about. Bushes aren't rustling anymore, like you've been seeing all afternoon. Yeah, and you guys want to do anything here? Like you want to keep going up? It's kind of calmed off for a bit, so.
So we're at the bottom of mountains.
You're in like a clearing.
Can we keep driving?
If you really want, yeah.
There's a road.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Are we still heading towards the school place, right? Or wherever?
Well, at the moment, the telepathy's calmed down, so.
But we're heading towards the source, right?
Yeah, right now you were initially heading towards the source.
Should we set up camp?
Yeah, let's set up camp. Fang, pitch the tent.
Okay.
So
That was my Brooklyn.
That was like that's your Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my
Incredibly
Black
accurate.
Brooklyn.
So you guys want to set up for camp for a night now that
Yeah.
this business has calmed down for a bit? Seems less urgent.
Yeah, Vadok just like rolls out some leaves and puts them down, and like he's.
Were they in your pockets?
No, he cut them down from trees and things. He's tall. He's like throwing his scimitar up and like trying to cut branches.
It's very high fantasy. Like he's
Can
imagining what he
I-
can't do.
Is there a check I can do to survey like a bit of the area around us? Like
Yeah.
go out and scout.
So
and
are you
stuff?
specifically going out for a look for this?
Yeah.
Roll me a perception.
see nothing.
That is. What number is that? 14.
This area is pretty clear. The animals aren't going crazy around here anymore. It's pretty tranquil at the moment. You suspect that this is a pretty safe place to set up for the night. At the moment, you can't hear anything out of the ordinary.
You should set up camp.
Alright.
Alright.
So you all and Fang start setting up camp for the night.
Okay.
You really want to do that?
Oakley dokley.
If someone actually wants to roleplay Fang, I'll let them do that. Otherwise, I'll do it.
I like just
Okay.
just like
Oscar, yes, no
Fangs
question.
has to do with little words, more action.
I'm gonna let Ben help Fang out.
Is he setting up camps?
Yeah, I'd say Fang's helping the rest of you guys. I mean, he just wants to go to sleep
Okay,
and like.
Fang does that.
I'd say Fang. Yeah, Fang wants to like get going in the morning, so he's pretty keen to like get through the
Fang's
night.
fucking praying to Kesmet. What's his
Bahamut.
name? Bahamut.
Did you say Kesmet?
Kesmet. Is that a thing?
Typical like religious folk
Yeah.
being like ignorant to the other gods,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
while traveling with someone who worships them.
I don't know what. Fang, just keep praying. It's fine. That's fine. Do you?
When does this short rest end? Long rest end?
So you set up during the night. During this time, Vadok's getting a little bored though because he's Vadok, and
Yeah, I kind of go out scouting the area around me.
so you like
I
what
just
like
did that.
Yeah, but I'm doing it too now.
like what specifically are you doing? Like
I don't know, looking for useful plants and treasures
Just looking
and
for
stuff.
loot.
he wants. He's looking for loot. He's looking for loot.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Vadok, make me an investigation check.
Oh, investigation.
No, but wouldn't it be nature if he's looking for plants and shit?
He said treasure.
17.
All right.
He took out his like item papers.
Ooh.
You're gonna.
Magic item time. It's magic
So
item
Vadok,
time.
you uncover a small notebook.
Where the fuck was that?
It was buried deep in the rubble. This looks
What
like
rubble?
it's the
Where
rubble.
are we?
I said you guys were in like a little small bit of ruins, and there's rubble everywhere.
yeah.
He did say that.
I was like a clearing, and it's got some rubble and
That's
some
why I'm looking
ruins.
for treasure and shit.
Checks out.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why you were
I
like.
thought
I'm
you were
gonna-
just fucking in a forest being like, "Where's the treasure?"
No. I
Like an old castle or something.
Okay.
I said this like a couple minutes ago.
Did you?
Yeah, he's
Did you
listening.
hear him?
I'm so.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
not
give a
surprised.
shit.
I'm just hungover. I don't know what's going on.
The person who listened to me now has got a small notebook out of the rubble that was there.
What's that? What's
He
in
brings
there?
it over.
Yeah.
Upon first glance.
Yeah, Vadok opens it and has a look in it.
Yeah,
obviously.
there's a bunch of like there's a lot of writing in a language he can't understand.
Can I understand it?
Do I recognize what language it is?
No,
Oh.
seems to be. It's almost written in code. You suspect.
Let me have a look.
Oh yeah, I bring it back to the camp and I'm like, look, I found this interesting book. Does anyone
What's a
speak
book?
this language?
Hey, let me have a look.
Does anyone understand?
Let's have a look.
Do any
I hand the
Okay.
book over. Hand the book over to.
Do I know the language?
Is it Yondalian?
So make a history check.
Is that actually? Oh.
It's a natural 20.
Really?
Yeah, I had to jiggle the thing, but it's a natural 20.
Well, unfortunately, with a natural 20, you're still unsure what it is. It actually feels completely alien to you.
Like alien?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Something hints at the back of your mind that you may have seen something like this before, but you specifically don't remember.
Tentacle portal? Like
That's what I'm thinking.
visions?
That's what I'm thinking.
Only Fang knows about that though, because
As Fang sees the book and he kind of like notices the language and is like, Jorvik, may I please take the book? And I was like, and Jorvik goes, alright.
She's Spanish?
Portuguese.
Okay.
por favor, may I have the book?
Give me the book. Oh, alright. I pass Fang the book. I pass him the book.
Fang looks at the book and his eyes widen. At the same time, the book starts like glowing and Fang's hands start glowing.
Uh-oh.
Vadok kind of like grabs Jorvik and stands kind of in front of him.
This is like an immediate thing.
Yeah, as soon as Vadok can, he basically
But
like.
Vadok's like... Like mother with small child, like protecting.
All right, so I'll let
Jorvik's
Vadok
head.
do this, but the book starts like violently radiating magic. Fang starts radiating.
He convulses.
He starts convulsing not convulsing on the ground, but he starts like writhing, and this magic just explodes outward.
Not again.
Radiant energy comes forth from both the book and Fang.
Oh, fuck.
Everyone make a con save.
Oh, dear.
Hey, I got a bit.
10.
I got that too.
Hey.
Oh wait, what's my modifier? 3. 13.
19.
6.
Mammy and Vadok. Oh fuck. Mammy and Vadok. Take a D4 of damage, which is going to be
Do me to roll it
4 damage.
Then I wouldn't
For
roll
radiant
it.
specifically.
That's cool.
Oh, it's one.
This magic doesn't return back into Fang. It's just kind of pulsed out
Is Fang still there?
very violently. Yeah, Fang's a bit shook by this. Like, what's gone on?
Fang is shooketh.
Wait, so it stopped now?
Yeah, it's just a huge pulse. These guys have managed to like willpower into protecting themselves from it. You guys weren't as ready, even though you were trying to jump at Jorvik.
I'm the reason Jorvik's saying.
Yeah, so like you jumped in front of Jorvik and just took it for him, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Well, is there a chair nearby? No, Chelsea does like the flash cuts, like the lean back as it comes in. It's like, she's like, I'm fine.
From striptease.
Yeah. No, it's isn't it Flashdance?
Whatever.
She does the bucket of words like.
What's Fang doing now?
Fang is just stunned at what's just happened. Is kind of like shaking a little bit at the fact that his own power is just spiraled out of control like that, just from reacting with a small book.
Fang, you're right.
I'm not sure. Like, just really, like, hand shaking, and then it's kind of transferring to whole body shakes of just like, I think I need to rest.
Alright, I help Fang to his tent.
All right. Jorvik helps a very pale, shaken half-orc to get ready for a rest.
Can you support?
Yeah, I'm a tough dude.
You're like,
Yeah,
big fella.
Jorvik weighs more than me.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
You're like a little chode of a dude.
Muscle, pure muscle.
Well, after Vadok basically just took a whole ton of damage from that radiant thing, he's basically just wondering about that book. And because Vadok craves power, he's wondering if there's anything to be learned from it or power to be gained. Can he do any kind of check or anything on it?
Arcana.
Arcana? 17.
There is a strong magic radiating from this book. You feel like it's familiar, but you are very unsure of the origin.
There's something strange about this book.
Right, like
It
what?
seems familiar.
Fang, just after you've done that, Fang takes the book and goes with Jorvik to rest.
I'm talking to Chelsea and Mammy. I'm saying this could be dangerous. This could be very dangerous.
We should burn the book.
We should use
Just
it.
light it on fire.
We should use the book.
No.
Just light it on fire.
We should light Fang
What
on
good has
fire.
ever come from a book? Am I right?
No, there's not many books.
All right, anything else before
What
long
even
rest?
is a book?
Well, long rest resets our...
Completely
our
resets your spell
right?
slots
Well,
and shit.
I'll heal Vadok and myself then.
All right, so you guys take a long rest.
Yeah, Vadok had a very sleepless night because he was up thinking about the book. And he was basically just worried something was going to happen in the middle of the night.
Well, you're actually not the only one who had a bit of a sleepless night. Fang starts to have more visions during the time.
Okay.
It's called dreaming.
These ones are kind of, he's waking up in cold sweats though. Like these are like nightmare visions. They're starting to
in hot sweat.
yeah. This time they're starting to show a group of mysterious figures though,
Do we
studying.
know this?
Fang will come out and tell you this.
Okay.
So Fang starts to have another vision during the night. In the morning he tells you that he's seen a mysterious group of figures studying and fighting unknown monsters from his last vision. Before seeing one final vision of Fang himself kneeling down before a large grey-haired humanoid figure.
Gandalf?
Possibly. On the shoulder, Fang did describe an insignia that was kind of emblazoned on the armor that they were wearing. One from the book that on the cover of the book that you guys found during the evening. And in a cold sweat, he's been waking up, having almost repeat visions, kind of like almost just continuing a very shitty movie. Throughout the night. He looks completely disheveled and tired, and the long rest effects have not settled in. So Fang has not recovered any of his spell slots or anything because of this. And during the time, the symbols in the book started to make sense to him.
Oh shit.
So, almost like clockwork, a wave of noise and animal screaming makes its way through the mountain.
Oh, wait, are we
Forest.
still blessed?
Yeah, you guys are.
Oh, nice.
We get to wake up to
We
it.
just see the birds like falling
So
out of trees and be like,
It's every day, bro. It's just a channel flow. Ah!
So, yeah, you don't hear anything yourselves, but you hear just this wave of like
Screaming.
unrest and chaos start to overtake the forest once again. And you get the feeling that it's business hours, and he might be back up to his tricks of broadcasting.
Vadok kind of hurries everyone up and saying like, we should get a move on.
right.
We don't have much time.
I'll grab the
Fang, are
keys.
you okay? Like, what's with these visions? What's going on? What's happening?
And Fang's just running his head through his hair, and he's got the book in his hand, still like visibly shaking.
Are you alright? Can you fight?
I don't think I can. I think this book means something, and I need to find out.
Is he addressing all of us?
Vadok, I guess.
Wow, well that's the best you've ever spoken about.
True.
Yeah.
He turns to Mammy.
There we go.
Turns to Mammy and says, "Sorry."
Good question, Mammy.
I'm a bit uncharacteristically tired. I think I need to figure out what this all means. And I think I need to find the man with the grey hair, or the person with the grey hair, from my vision.
You do what you need to do.
Mate, you do you.
Yeah.
We fully support you in this transition into finding grey-haired people.
If
you feel like that's what you need to do.
I think I do.
Cool.
I'm gonna go find Sabuka. If it's okay with you, I'll take the cart and I'll be on my way.
Fang can't drive.
I'll make do.
Fang can't drive.
Not proficient.
It's like...
The people that know how to drive is Sabuka.
You can drive, you just won't be able to drive well. You'll be a gear crunching and shit.
Is she insured? He insured.
I don't know, did you buy insurance from like fucking Alof and Lacem?
Did we?
You can take the cart if you promise to leave it at our house and don't fuck off with it.
We have turrets.
Oh, we have two?
Yeah.
Do we? We only have one. We only made one.
No, we had to.
We had
got
two.
two.
We have two.
I think so. We have a...
We've had two this whole time.
It's been a long time since we've played last.
Yeah, well, basically, as Fang's kind of packing up and getting into the cart, Vadok just kind of turns to him and is like, "Good luck. Come back to us."
Fang just like gets in the cart.
That's pure Fang
Yeah,
right
there we
there, baby. Okay. And then I go, I wave at Fang.
Okay.
Just
Bye,
kind of like
Fang. We love you. We hope that you find what you're looking for.
to the rest of you. She just kind of just goes,
Stay safe on your journey.
Just to the three.
yeah, just the three of you guys. Like looks at Vadok and
Does Fang not even give Matic like, just like one nod? Just like a...
just kind of like look of a like not acknowledgement, just a look. But it's enough for Vadok. He'll take it.
Is it?
Is it?
Sure.
Yeah. So with that, Fang's taken the cart and gone to find out what
A single tear comes from Jorvik's eyes. He watches it drive away.
Yeah.
inspiration.
The car, not Fang. I'll take the inspiration.
I should have let him finish. I was that was
Inspiration!
It was really sweet for a bit. Piece of shit.
To be fair, this is like going on a beach trip with all your friends, then one of the friends going, I want to go home now, and then taking the car
Yeah,
and
that's
all the friends at the beach.
exactly what
I mean,
It's not their car.
We've got a second car.
yeah, but it's like it's not unwarranted. It's not like a snap decision. It's like shit's happened.
You know who helped build both these cars? This fucking dude. And she's taken one.
Chelsea's the only one that can drive them, I think. She has like...
Jorvik
and
can too.
Jorvik and Sabuka.
Yeah.
And Vadok.
Not Vadok.
No, not
That
Vadok.
Vadok can just fight.
So as Fang is driving off, Vadok is kind of standing there solemnly watching him go off into the distance, and then as soon as he kind of gets out of earshot, he's like, "Alright, let's go kill whatever we need to." Fat axe is gone.
Justice looks like... Oh no, does this mean I'm the moral compass now? Oh.
No.
No.
Fang will be back at some point.
Yeah, but for
It's
now,
like-
Daddy's away.
That is a word. Time for Vadok to play.
I am so terrified of this now.
Daddy Batty.